How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Big D here. It's time to review The Last Ship, Season 2, Episode 6, titled Long Day's Journey. This is a spoiler review. If you've not seen the episode, go to tnt.com/The Last Ship, watch the full episode there. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons, and final score. Let's get right to it. I'm just gonna run through it, give you pros and cons, so I'm not gonna really go in depth. I'm just gonna tell you what happened because I'm tired. It's 11:59. It's about to be the next day, and I got stuff to do. So let's get right to it. First off, Dr. Hunter is killed. Of course, we see surveillance, and Dr. Scott apparently has an emotional connection towards this man, a mentor, I believe. And really, we've heard Dr. Hunt's voice. We've seen him before, but we're not emotionally attached to him. So when he dies, I don't really tear up. I'm just kind of like, sucks for Dr. Scott. Sucks. Anyway, find the cure, save the world. That sounds awfully familiar. Find the cure, save the world. Find the cheerleader, save the world. Heroes. Anyway, they totally ripped that off. Find the cheerleader, find the cure, save the world. Save the world. Okay, that's an A+ in my book right there. Anyway, so basically, Sean and his brother and the Patient Zero are in town. They're like in America and they're around Florida area, and they talked to the locals, or at least the Patient Zero. He said, "Oh, I thought the local and the sheriff were all in this together, and they're probably infected in a few hours." So Ned and Sean have a little tension there. He puts a knife to his brother and everything. "You're calling me weak, brother? Are you calling me weak? We're gonna take down that Yankee ship." Chandler and his group are in swamplands. They want to make a cure, or Dr. Scott wants to make a cure with powder, so that you had crop dusted around the area. People breathe in, they'll be cured. So they find a safe zone, and there's a few mercs there. Tex is with a group. He playing soccer for a little bit, and he was like, "Thank you all for your hospitality and everything." Tex was really amazing in this episode. So they're at Dr. Scott's working a food base on a cure and everything, and that's going down. They're on a bus, or Chandler and his group are on a bus, and they're in civilian clothes, and they're going to go meet Sean. So Nathan James killed an enemy radio signal. Good for you guys. And they arrive at the place where Sean's going to be doing the speech for all the immunes, and the girl next to Chandler grabs his hand, and she's like, "Here we go." So there's a big, the immune people are a cult. We are the chosen. They're a cult and everything. And we find out Jeffrey Mechner is our president now. The USA is going to be having a president now, again. Because, it's like we didn't screw up the first time by creating a leader of the free world. I guess we're going to do it again, aren't we? Oh, gosh. I'm in trouble. Free speech. So, what did I think about the Last Ship episode overall? No, I'm kidding about the whole president. But, yeah, Jeffrey mentioned... a person we don't know, are we supposed to be shocked? I'm not being sarcastic, but are we supposed to be shocked that he's president? I was like, oh, they're bringing the president back now. But then I'm kind of like, we don't know this guy. Who cares? He's president. How do we know he's bad? He's immune. He's not going to die. So what's the big deal? He's working with the bad people, but does he know they're bad? Or does he know they're bad and he's being evil? I think you know what this means. I think it's time for us to call Scully and Mulder. This is an X-File. Okay, what did I think about this episode overall, guys? I'm going to get started with my cons first. I love The Last Ship. Season 1 knocked me off my feet. That, The Strain, and True Detective were the 3 best shows, and Fargo were the 4 best shows out of last year. New shows. Blew me away, man. And they don't have action in every episode, but this episode had a lack of action. They had so many moments when they could have had a little, boom, 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 boom gunfight, Or they could have had a little like strangle or something, but no, nothing of action except when the new girl Ruby, she's like, take off your clothes, and that was like the action we got. That was it, you know. So there's just a lack of action there. I mean, not a big deal, but still, I want to see a little bit of, you know, boom boom. The ship scenes are boring. I'm sorry. I love Mike Slattery. I love Adam Baldwin. I like his character so much. I do like the Nathan James crew and what goes on the ship. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was bored with the ship scenes. All they were was like, how far is the submarine? Oh no, we can't see them on sonar. Oh, blah 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 blah. 25 clicks. And it's kind of like, I just want to see Chandler and his team, but you're going back to the Nathan James, and you're going back to Dr. Scott. So far, they've totally misused Dr. Scott. In Season 1, Dr. Scott was annoying, yes, but she was interesting. In Season 2, they've made her more annoying, okay, but they're misusing her. They used to use Dr. Scott so much in Season 1, and now in Season 2, it's like she went from a main character to the minor character, you know? What happened to Dr. Scott being front and center with Chandler and doing stuff? And, you know, okay, so she went to the lab where Dr. Hunter was. Oh my gosh, that makes her a main character again. What happened to her being front and center all the time, working on the... She was working on the cure, but yet it's sort of like... When you see her, it's like... It used to be like, okay, what do you got now? But now it's kind of like, okay, whatever. So, I hope they make Dr. Scott more uplifted, you know. I don't know what I'm doing there. So anyway, Chandler's voice. What's going on with Eric Dane? His voice. It seems like he had a sore throat or something. Like, he usually talks like this, and now he's... Yeah, but I don't know. He had that type of voice where he... I hate when actors have that, like *Halt and Catch Fire*. Lee Pace. Lee Pace talks like this. Oh yeah, I don't know. Like, their voices get really strained out or something. You gotta be careful. The pros of this episode. The ending, when the whole president thing, I really do enjoy that though. The whole speech, like, of the new world. Oh, I'm not from this land, I can't be your leader. I love the ending. The whole, like, because everyone's like, please, Sean, lead us. I'm like, you guys are idiots. The set pieces and the locations where they film, I always love that in The Last Ship. I love where they go. It feels so real and it feels like a real world situation. Definitely enjoy that a lot. I like the directing. The directing in this episode is interesting. It's cool. Nothing wrong with it. Sean, the character Sean, is getting more intense because he's a crazy, psychotic bastard. And one last thing, Tex. Tex is really, really, really awesome in this episode. He's funny, he's cool, and he's my favorite character out of the whole Last Ship. Overall, I'm going to give this episode a B. Well, yeah, I'm going to be giving it a solid B, secondarily a C+. It's a good episode going to an okay episode. Again, it has its good moments. You heard my pros, you heard my cons. Not much pros, not much cons. It's just right in the middle where it was okay, you know. But The Last Ship, you gotta keep us entertained. I was entertained for the most part, but not... I was just sitting here sort of like, okay. Yeah. You know, like... You got shows like True Detective, The Strain, Halt and Catch Fire, and Falling Skies on a Sunday night. You gotta keep people entertained or else they're gonna go to these other shows. So... It's good overall. Comment down below, let me know what did you think about The Last Ship, and I'll see you next week for more. Will Chandler and Sean be best buds, or will they go down in a bloody array of bullets? Well, we'll find out. Spock be with you always.